Tom Campbell and Ross Twaddell from Cultaholic.com, and we're here with wrestling news.
I can't
by
you,
Adam. Bobby Lashley, but not Bobby Lee. How you doing, Ross?
Barry the Shark is here! We shouldn't do that, should we?
No, happy birthday for last week, you little bugger.
I'm not too bad, how are you?
Yeah, really good. Lovely weekend.
Yeah,
Big festival. Nice time?
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah.
It's the news! 6 WWE superstars were reportedly knocked silly last week. A former WWE superstar has pleaded with Vince McMahon to give up a WWE-owned trademark, and the Fiend Bray Wyatt has hinted at a big WrestleMania entrance. We'll get there in a bit. So first off, a pretty bad week for 6 WWE superstars who, according to the latest Wrestling Observer Radio, were knocked silly during various WWE events. We're going to run those down now. Some are more surprising than others, especially one of these names that we'll get to in a minute. First off, Alexander Wolf. We all know what happened there.
The kick to the tet.
Yes, he was taken backstage. The match continued on without him. It was very sad because at the end of the match, Imperium all stood there looking nice and he wasn't there.
He did it in his bed, I heard.
He what?
Just lying down in his bed and he just went down his back. It was lovely.
Marcel Bartel as well, knocked silly last week, and Roderick Strong. 3 men from the same match, all knocked silly during Worlds Collide. But there's a few surprising names here. There's one that we knew from Raw, Samoa Joe. He was taken out of the match as well, the tag team title match.
I thought that was an angle.
Me too, because they dealt with it so well, didn't they?
Straight away, and then obviously Kevin Owens having that odds stacked against him, just like they did on SmackDown with the Usos, I think it was, just prior to that. Yeah, but it wasn't, it was real. It was a shoot, bro!
Rey Mysterio, who had a match with MVP. What do you think of that match?
It was awful, wasn't it?
It wasn't great. I felt bad.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what you say. He's going to retire soon, so, you know.
MVP, yeah. I mean, he spoke last week about wanting to transition to like a producer role.
Yeah, at least his son got to see him wrestle. That was the most important thing.
And Rey Mysterio was his son's childhood hero. Nice, Dad. Rey Mysterio. Here's the surprising one. Riddick Moss. Now, Riddick Moss is the new offensive lineman? Is that the one that they're going with?
That's the line, Adam. He's not a henchman. He's not a manager. He's not a bodyguard. He's not a business manager. He's an offensive lineman.
I quite like it.
Because he was looking for the football field and got lost. But I can't work out how Riddick Moss, got concussed.
Yeah.
Because all he did, if you want to just do it with me, is
Jesus Christ.
They didn't do that. I heard that, did
Yeah, they did.
They just put their heads together like American football players and we're hyping each other up.
That's it. That's literally it. He's mates with Mojo Rawley now, and apparently he, knocked silly last week.
He headbutted the door, didn't he?
Do you reckon he did
on the way out to the ramp, he
you see a little trickle of blood?
Yeah,
that really hurt, Ross. He's stinging as well.
I thought you did that.
No, I led into it.
God, you got a little
I was protecting you, brother. Yeah, I'm sure I do.
Good job, I'm Samoan.
So we'll keep you updated on all the statuses of these guys. I've got to think that maybe Riddick Moss did something else during the week. Did he have like a dark match or something, or a house show?
I know that Mojo went to the beach with Triple H and Stephanie, didn't he? And Bill Bella, whatever his name is.
He's got, they love him, don't they? I always said I don't quite get it. I do get it.
He's good though, isn't he?
Who? Mojo? Yeah, of course he is.
He's good.
Yeah, well, he's a hype guy to be around. You want to be in his presence all the time. I know I do.
Yeah.
Might get a bit exhausting, but there you go. We will keep you updated. An update on Joe. He is expected to be at Raw this week, but there's no indication of whether he's going to be in the position to wrestle. Like, obviously, he was pulled out of the match, and they're really, really conscious of head injuries now, and so maybe don't expect to see him wrestle on tonight's Raw. Next up, Ryback in the news, asking for Vince McMahon to give up a WWE-owned trademark. He took to Twitter this weekend, tweeting, publicly asking at WWE, at Vince McMahon, at Triple H to let the Ryback trademark go. It wasn't created by them, and trying to make someone spend nearly $200,000 dues to keep their legal name and brand is petty and unnecessary. Please move on and erase me from your history and programming, including Skip Sheffield. What do you make of this?
Would we notice if he got erased? That was my first thought.
Yeah. No.
I never got Ryback, me as a wrestler. But that's not what we need to talk about.
He was over. No, he was over. Do you remember maybe the Phoebe Moore charts were over?
Yeah, wanking and all that malarkey, and then the book he was on about.
I did. I genuinely did at the time. I mean, I'm not going to go onto the network and watch any of those matches back. But at the time, yeah, I thought he was fun. He was a bit of a throwback, wasn't he? Something a bit different. Yeah. What do you make of the trademark thing? He's, by the way, he's changed his name by deed poll to Ryback in the same way that Warrior did, Chyna did, and so he's done that, but he's still unable to use it to market himself as a wrestler.
I always thought that was it. Once you made your illegal name, that was it. It was yours forever. No one could take it off you, but obviously not. I've got no idea. If WWE aren't going to use it, just let the guy have it. That's what I think.
I sort of agree at the same time. Like, he's saying that it wasn't their creation. I don't think that really plays into it. Like, when you sign with a company, your intellectual property becomes theirs. And he signed that contract. He knew what he was getting into. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't agree with him, I don't think, here. I think WWE make an investment in people and characters. It's sad because he's right, they're not going to continue using that. They've got no reason to merchandise it, but maybe down the line they would, and it becomes difficult if Ryback would have come back into the fold, and then they wouldn't own that trademark. I
guess if he allowed them to have that trademark, it's his own fault now, because you see the likes of Charlotte Flair trademarking her name, Andrade, I think, trademarked his name.
El Idolo, yeah.
Yeah, certain superstars within WWE are going, oh, we're not going to let this happen to us, we're going to do it ourselves.
That's sensible, and that's fine, but he signed that contract, he made the deal, he spun the wheel, and he's not come out.
It's your own bloody fault, Ryan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryback, not anymore, is it? No. And he's fine, he's got his nutrition thing.
Yeah, he owns Feed Me More, and the big guy I think he owns as well, but he just wants that Ryback. He continued, saying that they refile for that trademark on the last day of the deadline, which isn't particularly unusual. I mean, it is very late. Maybe that is unusual, actually. So now what I have to do is cancel their trademark, and to do that, he's going to be spending upwards of $40,000 to $60,000 in attorney fees to fight this, and it could take anywhere between a year to a year and a half once we file to cancel that trademark. So that's all going to mount up to the figure that he's saying there, $200,000.
That's a lot of money,
and he's not making that from his crappy protein shakes, is he?
He might be. They're on Amazon, aren't they? Yeah.
Take it back. Sorry, Ryan. Oh, he's going to see that,
I did see Chris Van Vliet, though. He did an interview with him where he said he was going to make a comeback to the ring soon. I think I heard that correctly. I had it on in the background. I heard all sorts of things about stem cells, which got me onto them. I don't need them, but I might.
Got me onto them?
I don't need them, but I might go to Mexico and just get them straight in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
There's a huge scoop in itself.
I feel like a superhuman.
Like Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, there you go. Well, stem cells, Ryback, we'll keep you updated once again. Feed me more. Feed him more. Stem cells. And finally, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, has
We should come up with our own thing. Our own finally thing.
Okay.
I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. The best I could come up with, Adam,
go on,
was Christian at last on the news. There you go. You can take that.
That's awful.
I know it is.
That's really bad.
I know it is.
Finally, Ultimate Warrior.
I don't know.
But not Ultimate. No, silly. Okay, actually, the last story is it's Bray Wyatt teasing a big Fiend entrance at this year's WrestleMania. Simply taking to Instagram, nice little picture, and he's put, "Is there anyone in the Tampa area that can help me turn my Cadillac into a monster truck for Mania?"
Where have I seen that before? That's a thing that existed somewhere before, hasn't it?
Monster trucks in wrestling?
Yeah, no, just a monster truck with a Cadillac on top. I've sure seen that before somewhere.
Is that what he's suggesting?
I've got no idea.
I thought he just fancied some big wheels on his car.
Yeah, if you got a normal Cadillac body and put a different chassis,
oh, right.
Monster truck wheels on, don't you?
Ah, yeah. It's not going to happen.
It'll look badass.
Yeah, will it?
I hope it's a nice bright pink one. Is it WrestleMania 6 with a DDP when he's driving Honky Tonk Man down to the ring?
Was it 6?
I think it's somewhere around that region. I hope it's bright pink with a Fiend in there just waving in the back. Hello, guys.
It's not going to happen. The fact that he suggested it now means this definitely isn't going to happen, because they're not going to give away the big thing. Nor will he solicit that via Instagram. WWE would probably sort that for him. So don't expect to see that, but maybe it will happen. I'm really excited about whatever the Fiend does, and I think it's going to be Roman, but I'm excited for that WrestleMania entrance.
I've got no idea. It's got to incorporate that lantern thing somehow.
The head.
He could walk out of it or something, or get projected out of it straight into the ring.
Yeah.
Ball in. MVP could do it.
The tunnel, but made out of the head, and he walks out the mouth. Accompanied by MVP, because they've got so much history, probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? Tom's back tomorrow.
How would you do it though?
I like the idea, and I pitched this in a pictures video a while ago, that he comes out with, that's it. He's accompanied by lots of people, none of whom are MVP, and they've all got lanterns of people that Bray Wyatt has changed, or the Fiend has changed. So you've got like a Daniel Bryan lantern there, you got a Jerry Lawler one there, etc., etc.
Yeah.
You like it?
It's nice, yeah.
And he would be carrying his opponents, which would be Roman Reigns, with a big gaping mouth. See ya! Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.